Hello. Did you know that in New Zealand there are 24,090 people who know New Zealand Sign Language? How do we know the exact figure of 24,090? The information comes from the census. A census is where every person in New Zealand completes a form. The information is gathered together and given to a government department called Statistics New Zealand to look after. The census happens every 5 years. The type of information that a census collects could be, for example, people, the population, age and age range, the languages that people use. It could include ethnicity and where people are from, the type of work people do and the variations, whether it's part-time, full-time, retirement, students, unemployed or beneficiaries. It also looks at the qualifications people hold, certificates, diplomas or degrees. The census isn't done to collect information about individuals. Everyone's individual information is mixed together to look at statistics, patterns amongst groups. This census is really important. Why? An example could be government agencies, or community services, or researchers, who can access the census statistics for future planning. There could be a place where there's a population boom, or a housing development. They may need new roads, or for a school to be built. They may need new community services set up. The census is really important. And we encourage all people, including deaf people and hearing impaired, to participate by completing the information. All of your personal information is kept confidential. Everyone in New Zealand has to complete a census form. Once all the forms are completed, they are gathered and returned to Statistics New Zealand, the government department. All personal information is confidential. The staff of Statistics New Zealand will have access to your personal information, but all staff have signed a contract saying they will not give out your personal information. If they do, they could be prosecuted. If you're feeling a bit uneasy and want a bit more privacy, you can complete your forms online. Or ask when the collector calls for a privacy envelope. You can put your forms in this envelope before you give them back. How is the data worked out? It's not about your personal information. They combine everyone's data into groups. Everyone's individual information is all mixed together to show statistics. For example, salary, how much you make each year. They will take the information from lots of people to show the average income of that group. All personal information held by Statistics New Zealand is stored under lock and key for 100 years. Census Day is Tuesday the 8th of March 2011. During the 2 weeks before that, a person will visit your home. People will be visiting all homes throughout New Zealand. This person will deliver 2 different forms. One is a blue form, the other a brown form. The blue forms are for individuals. Every person has to complete a blue form, including children and babies. The brown form is for the household. One person completes this form for everyone who is staying there. So everyone gets a blue form, but there's just one brown form for the whole household, and you choose one person to fill it in. When the person visits your home, they are identifiable by an ID badge and a blue bag. This person, the collector, will give you your census forms, both blue and brown. The forms are available in either English or English Māori. When the collector visits your home, you need to tell them you're deaf or hearing impaired. They will face you and speak clearly. The collector will ask you, how many people are staying in your home on census night? If you are having difficulty communicating with the collector, you can ask to have things written down and explained. The collector will also have a booklet with written information in several languages. Plus, you'll be given guide notes, a brochure. These guide notes will help you to fill in the census forms, step by step. We encourage you to fill in your forms. Remember, the blue form is for individuals, and the brown form is for the household. You can complete your information online. It's just a different way of completing it. But you'll still need the forms. When the collector comes to visit your home, you'll be given the 2 forms, a blue and a brown. You still need these forms because on the form, there are some numbers. On the top right-hand corner. Those numbers are required to log on to the internet. The collector will give you an internet access code when they visit. The internet access code will be used by all the people in your home, logging on to the internet. Once you have completed your information online, a receipt will pop up with a number. This number shows that your information has been registered. Once completed, after the census, the collector will not have to visit your home to pick up the forms. That is, if all the people in the household have logged onto the internet. But if half the people fill out the paper forms and half complete online, the collector still needs to return to pick up the paper forms that have been completed. So there are 2 ways to complete your census information, online or by filling out the paper form. So remember the 8th of March 2011. Everyone in New Zealand has to complete the forms. If in your home you have children, family, babies, or even friends visiting from overseas, you have to remind all of them to fill in a form. How do you fill out the form? It's simple. Where there are letters, you need to put in capital letters. Where the question requires a number, place the number. In the circles, you would normally tick them. We don't want them ticked, we want a line placed through it. If you make a mistake, you can just draw over it and keep going. And when you have finished, don't forget to sign your form. And remember, there are two different forms. The blue for the individuals to complete, and the brown for the household. Census Day is the 8th of March. After the 8th of March through to the 20th of March 2011, what will be happening? All the forms will have been completed, the blue forms and the brown forms. After the 8th of March, the collector, identifiable by their ID badge and their blue bag, will come to collect the forms. If you're not home when the collector comes, that's okay. They will visit again later. They will try twice. If you're still not home the third time they visit, the collector will leave an envelope for you. You need to put your completed forms into the free post envelope and send it to Statistics New Zealand. If you have any problems during the process, maybe the collector hasn't arrived or the forms are incorrect, any problem, you can ask for help. How? The website, the fax number, the free phone, or by using the New Zealand Relay Service. Also, you can refer to your guide notes. All the information you need is in there. The census is really important for all New Zealand communities. The census will be counting everyone in New Zealand. Make sure you're included.